Look around. Men with less talent are winning. Men with less discipline, less vision, less hunger, they're stacking results while you sit on your potential. And that should burn you, because it's not about who's smarter. It's not about who's stronger. It's about who refuses to stop, who keeps showing up, who bleeds for it while everyone else waits for the right time. Here's the truth. Life doesn't hand crowns to the most gifted. It crowns the man who has the guts to claim it. The man who grinds when nobody's watching. The man who refuses to fold when pain shows up. So ask yourself, if not you, then who? If not now, then when? No one's coming to save you. No one's going to knock on your door and say, your time has come. You either take what's yours, or you watch someone weaker take it, because you don't get what you want. You don't get what you think you deserve. You only get what you're willing to bleed for. And the man who bleeds longer, hungrier, harder, that's the man who rises. That's the man who wins. Why not you? Men talk, men dream. Men sit around speaking about what they could do, what they might become, how life would look if only things were different. But here's the reality. Dreams don't pay. Excuses don't build. Talent doesn't crown you. And life doesn't hand out rewards for potential. It crowns the man who steps up. It crowns the man who moves when others hesitate. It crowns the man who refuses to sit in the shadows and watch weaker men take what he should have claimed. So let me ask you, why not you? Why not you standing on top of the mountain? Why not you being the man who breaks the chain of mediocrity? Why not you being the one who finally says, I'm done waiting. It's my turn now. Think about the men who are winning right now. Some of them don't have your strength. Some of them don't have your vision. Some of them aren't even half as capable as you. But they're moving. They're acting. They're risking. And because of that, they're winning. And you're watching. Watching from the sidelines. Watching your life pass you by. Watching other men live the dreams that should have been yours. The brutal truth? It's not fate, it's not luck. It's not because they're better, it's because they said, why not me? And they backed it with action. So again I ask, why not you? Why not you deciding that today is the line in the sand? Why not you taking ownership of your life, refusing to play small, refusing to sit quiet while others take what you deserve? Why not you becoming the man who acts with urgency, who moves with fire, who never lets another second slip by wasted? You've already been through hell. You've already taken blows. You've already carried weight that would have broken softer men. So why not you using that pain as fuel? Why not you turning your scars into strength? Why not you proving that everything you endured was preparation for this exact moment? The men you admire, the champions, the leaders, the kings of their craft, they weren't chosen. They weren't handed greatness. They weren't born destined. They made a choice. They looked in the mirror and said, why not me? Then they went to work. Day after day, rep after rep, sacrifice after sacrifice. They did it when they were tired. They did it when they were broke. They did it when no one believed in them, and now the world calls them unstoppable. So let me tell you, what separates them from you is not talent. It's not resources. It's not connections. It's fire. It's execution. It's the refusal to wait another second. Brother, mediocrity is everywhere. It's the default state of men who never ask more of themselves. But you're not here to be average. You're not here to blend in. You're here to rise. You're here to dominate. You're here to build a legacy so heavy it shakes the ground long after you're gone. So why not you? Why not you being the one they talk about when they whisper the word unstoppable? Why not you being the man who turns fear into fuel and hesitation into action? Why not you being the one who decides that comfort is death and pressure is where he thrives? Listen, Every day you hesitate, your future slips further out of reach. Every day you procrastinate, another man takes the opportunity you should have claimed. Every day you doubt yourself, you dig your own grave. Enough. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more watching life pass you by. The throne is empty. The crown is waiting. The battlefield is wide open. So I'll ask you again, louder this time, deeper this time, so it cuts through every layer of hesitation inside you. Why not you? Why not you stepping into the fire and proving you can't be broken? Why not you going all in until there's nothing left to give? Why not you refusing to be forgotten, refusing to be overlooked, refusing to die with your potential locked inside your chest? The answer is simple. It can be you. It should be you. But only if you decide, only if you stop waiting, only if you light the fire and act like your life depends on it, because it does. So the next time you doubt yourself, the next time you hesitate, the next time you think, maybe not me, you shut that voice down. You replace it with the truth. You replace it with the fire, and you roar back with everything in your chest. Why not me? Why not now? Why not here? Because if not you, then who? If not now, then when? The world doesn't need another man who talks about what he could have done. It needs a man who burns, who fights, who executes. And that man is staring back at you in the mirror. So rise, move, claim it. Because the answer has always been, why not you? Pressure creates predators. You feel pressure? Good. You feel like the weight on your chest is suffocating you? Good. You feel like every step you take drags you deeper into the fire? Good. That's not a curse. That's not punishment. That's not unfair. That's life asking you one simple question. Are you prey or predator? Most men fold, they get pressed and they shatter. They cry for comfort, they beg for mercy, they pray for lighter loads, easier paths, softer days. But softness is a trap. Comfort is where men rot. Safety is where men die before their bodies hit the ground. Pressure is where men are born. Pressure is where predators are carved out of flesh and bone. Pressure is the furnace, the forge, the battlefield where average dies and greatness rises. Look around you. The men you admire, the lions, the wolves, the conquerors, the apex killers of history. Do you think they were handed crowns in comfort? Do you think they built their names while sitting in peace? No. They were forged in war. They were forged in pain. They were forged in fire. The lion doesn't wear a crown because it was born with one. It wears a crown because it fought for it. Because it hunted when it was starving, because it killed when rivals tried to tear it down, because it clawed its way through chaos and came out standing when everything else was broken. The wolf isn't feared because it exists. It's feared because it thrives when the winter is endless, when the pack is starving, when the night is long and the prey is scarce. It hunts when others freeze. It kills when others crumble. It bleeds and bites and claws until it wins. Predators aren't born. They're made. Made in the fire. Made in the suffering. Made in the pressure. And here's the truth you keep forgetting. The very thing you curse, the weight, the stress, the pain, the chaos, that's the exact thing sculpting you into what you say you want to become. Every rep you want to quit on, pressure. Every night you lie awake, your heart pounding, your thoughts racing, your chest tight, pressure. Every sacrifice you make, every drop of sweat soaking the floor, every scar across your body, pressure. That is the furnace. That is the forge. That is the gatekeeper. And only those who stay inside earn the right to walk out forged into something lethal. So stop begging for relief. Stop asking life to go easy on you. The easy path doesn't build kings. It doesn't build warriors. It doesn't build predators. It builds cowards. The hard path builds men worth remembering. The hard path builds killers. The hard path builds the kind of man who doesn't just survive the storm, he becomes the storm. Do you want to be feared? Do you want to be respected? Do you want to walk through life knowing no man, no weight, no enemy can bend you? Then bleed for it, then suffer for it, then carry the pressure on your back until your spine feels like it's going to snap, and still keep walking forward, because that's what predators do. They don't collapse, they don't run, they don't complain, they endure, they adapt, they rise. When the fire burns hottest, they stay. When the chaos is loudest, they focus. When the weight is heaviest, they get stronger. And when the smoke clears, when the dust settles, when the world finally sees what walks out of the fire, it isn't the same man who walked in. It's a weapon. It's a wolf with blood on its teeth. It's a lion crowned in scars. It's a warrior who didn't run from the fire, he became it. So when pressure closes in on you, when the walls feel like they're collapsing, when the weight feels unbearable, don't hide. Don't whine. Don't ask for an easier road. Smile. Clench your fists. Plant your feet. Look pressure in the eye and growl. Turn it up. I was born for this. I am not prey. I am predator. Because pressure doesn't destroy predators. It creates them. It builds them. It crowns them. And if you refuse to fold, if you refuse to run, if you stay in the furnace when others beg to escape, one day, the world won't just call you strong. They'll call you unstoppable. They'll call you dangerous. They'll call you predator. The world won't wait for you. While you hesitate, another man is moving. While you sit staring at the screen, wondering if you're good enough, another man is already proving he is good. While you scroll endlessly, filling your head with noise, another man is filling his pockets with wins. While you roll over, hit snooze, and tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, another man is already awake, already hungry, already hunting. And the world doesn't care. It doesn't pause to give you time to figure it out. It doesn't slow down so you can catch your breath. It doesn't wait for your fear to fade or for you to suddenly feel ready. No, the world keeps spinning. The clock keeps ticking. And every single second you hesitate, another man is climbing higher, sharper, stronger. Every single second you waste, another man is stealing the ground you thought you'd someday claim. Understand this. Opportunities don't wait. They don't line up politely. They don't come with your name engraved on them. They belong to the bold. They belong to the man who acts first, who risks more, who steps forward while you're still debating. The crown, it doesn't sit untouched on some golden throne waiting for you to finally grow a spine. It gets claimed. It gets ripped away by the man who stopped making excuses. It gets worn by the one who decided today, not tomorrow, that he wasn't going to waste his life watching from the sidelines. And here's the brutal reality you need to face. If you don't rise, someone else will. If you don't claim it, someone else will. If you don't take it, someone else already has. And when he does, you'll be the one clapping for him. You'll be the one watching, applauding, pretending you're happy for him, all while your gut twists with the truth you can't escape. That should have been me. That was supposed to be mine, but it wasn't, because you hesitated, because you stalled, because you thought you had time. Listen carefully. Nobody is saving it for you. Nobody is holding your spot. Nobody is waiting for you to find your confidence. In this world, the weak wait, the strong take. There are only two kinds of men, the takers and the watchers, the predators and the prey, the hunters and the hunted. Which one are you? Because while you hesitate, the predators are moving. They're not slowing down. They're not waiting for you to catch up. They're devouring everything in their path. And if you're not moving with them, you're being left behind. Time is not your friend. Time is your enemy. Every second you waste, it's mocking you. Every minute you delay, another man is sharpening his blade. Every day you stall, another man is stacking victories you'll never touch. So stop lying to yourself. Stop saying you'll start tomorrow. Stop pretending you need to prepare more. Stop waiting for some magical moment when everything feels perfect. That moment doesn't exist. The world doesn't wait. The throne doesn't wait. Greatness doesn't wait. It belongs to the man who acts, the man who doesn't flinch, the man who steps forward when everyone else hides behind excuses. You think you've got time? You don't. You think the world owes you something? It doesn't. You think you can keep waiting, keep hesitating, keep stalling? Then understand this. You will die clapping for the man who did what you couldn't. But if you're done watching, if you're done waiting, if you're done hesitating, then rise, move, strike, claim what's yours before it's gone forever, because the world won't wait. And if not you, then who? Someone has to be the savage. Listen closely, because I'm only going to say this once. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your comfort. It doesn't care about who you think you are. Most people, they will crumble. Most people, they will hide behind excuses, telling themselves they're too tired, too young, too unlucky, or not ready. Most people, they will waste the potential they were given, rot away in mediocrity, and die as shadows of the men they could have been. And that is the cold, brutal truth most cannot face. Not everyone can rise. Not everyone can fight through the storm. Not everyone has the stomach, the backbone, or the heart to carry the weight life throws at them. But someone has to. Someone has to rise while others stay down. Someone has to step into the fire while others run. Someone has to set the standard so high it crushes the weak and exposes the liars, the pretenders, the soft men who think life owes them something. So why not you? Why not be the savage who refuses to quit? Why not be the man who turns pain into fuel, suffering into strength, rejection into motivation, and doubt into unshakable certainty? Why not be the one people whisper about years later, saying, "He made it when nobody thought he could. He rose when everyone else fell. He became the standard they all tried to follow but couldn't reach." Greatness isn't given. It isn't handed to those who wait politely at the door. It isn't reserved for the lucky or the blessed. Greatness is earned, forged in suffering, hammered in discipline, and claimed through relentless action. Every day you face a choice. Stay soft like the rest, or become the predator in a world full of prey. Stay comfortable, or step into the fire that turns boys into men. Stay quiet, or make a noise so loud the world has no choice but to notice. This world doesn't honor quitters. It doesn't remember the weak. It doesn't bow to the entitled. It respects the savage, the man who stands when everyone else sits, the man who keeps moving forward when his body screams to stop, the man who wears scars like medals because each one proves he refused to break. That man could be you, but only if you decide it right now. Decide that comfort is dead. Decide that fear, doubt, and pain will no longer control you. Decide that you will grind while others sleep. Decide that you will fight while others surrender. Decide that you will rise while others fall. Somebody has to carry the crown. Somebody has to bleed. Somebody has to suffer. Somebody has to sacrifice. That somebody can be you. The world is full of soft men. The world is full of people who complain but never act. The world is full of dreamers who never execute. But not you. You are the storm they weren't ready for. You are the fire they cannot put out. You are the man who rises when the rest crumble, the man who takes what others only hope for, the man who proves that greatness is not a gift. It is claimed, seized, and earned. Look in the mirror. See the weak man, see the average man, burn him, kill him, destroy him. because somebody has to be the savage in this soft, weak world. Somebody has to take the crown. Somebody has to bleed, suffer, and fight like a man possessed. Somebody has to show the world that limits are illusions, that pain is temporary, that fear is a liar, and that greatness is available to those willing to take it with blood, sweat, and unbreakable will. So ask yourself the only question that matters. Why not you? Why not rise when others fall? Why not fight when others quit? Why not suffer when others hide? Why not become the standard, the predator, the savage the world never saw coming? Because the truth is this: somebody has to be the savage. Somebody has to step into the fire. Somebody has to bleed. Somebody has to conquer. That somebody can be you. And if you refuse, if you hesitate, if you stay soft, you will be forgotten. You will be nothing. And the world will keep moving without you. But if you rise, if you fight, if you refuse to surrender, you will leave a mark. You will inspire fear and respect. You will prove that greatness is not reserved. It is earned, claimed, and defended by the savage who refuses to die average. So ask yourself and answer honestly, why not you? In the end, every day somebody out there is winning. Somebody is putting in the work, making the sacrifices, chasing what they want. The question is, why not you? The only thing standing between you and your breakthrough is action. No excuses, no waiting, no holding back. If this struck you, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and comment "I will win" to prove you watched till the very end. Remember, others are winning because they refuse to quit. The moment you do the same, victory becomes yours. See you in the next one.